Jesus in the music. Talk about Jesus. Talk about Jesus. He's a wonderful Savior.
Anyways, there were times I used to cry myself to sleep, and I just don't want anybody to know I'm crying, so I try to cover myself and not let anybody hear I'm crying. And when they call me, I pretend, oh, I'm okay, but inside, God knows I'm broken. And I used to ask God questions. Lord, why? Why am I going through this? You said you've called me. You said this. And I just was like, no, I'm giving up. Like, I don't know what's the essence of working with God. Good day and welcome to my channel, guys. I trust everyone is fine by the grace of God. I thank you all for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for the prayers. I've seen the comments. I'm very grateful. Give God all the glory, actually. We're going to have heart-to-heart talk, so I just come and just talk. I wouldn't necessarily open the Bible and read from the Bible, but I would minister to you as I'm led by the Spirit of God and based on the amount of His word inside of me. So I don't know how often I'll be doing this, but I just know my videos are going to change, especially in the format and the way I filmed them. So yeah, today I'm in a very sober sort of mood. Well, not just today. I think I've been like this the whole of this year, because I just see that God has just humbled me in so many ways, and it's humbling. Like, I'm experiencing His love in ways that's so humbling. I know probably one or two people who have heard me talk about this, and so this won't be something new for them, but yeah, to most of you, this is what has been going on in my life, and I just want to share with you what has been going on in my life, why I've done a couple of lifestyle videos and I've not necessarily preached like my old ways, like how I used to make my videos before. I hope it blesses you. I hope it does. Precious Holy Spirit, I invite you to this short session. I pray that you use this short time of ministration to convict hearts and draw your own people closer to you. In Jesus' name, I call it done. Amen. I pray somebody gets blessed. That's what I want. I just want to sing this song from my heart. I'm trying to play it with the phone, but I think the key is way too high for me. So I'm just going to sing this short song before I start talking. Whether you went to Sunday school or not, you would know this song. So if you know this song, please just sing along with me. I have decided. I lost my voice. Okay, that's not an excuse. Actually, I don't have a great singing voice, and you know it. So this chair is going to keep making noise. So let's just enjoy it and let's not give it attention. Yeah, so let's just sing with me, okay? I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back. No turning back. No turning back. No, 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 no turning back. This is the decision I've made, and by the grace of God, I'm not going. I don't have anywhere going. I mean, the investments, like all my life, I've just been around the things of God. I've been around God 22 years. I can't throw away 22 years of working in the presence of God and working with God for what? I don't know what I'm going to get outside. I know, like, it's not easy working with God. I don't think we need to even pretend. Like, it's not easy. Hearing the voice of God is not easy. Obeying the voice of God is not easy. In as much as grace is available unto us and we don't, like, not the ones at work, the Holy Spirit requires our permission and our willingness to do what God wants Him to do in our lives, right? And I know it's not easy being a Christian in your teens. It's not easy being a Christian in the university. It's not easy being a Christian in high school. I mean, it's literally not easy trying to live a set apart life. All of us are set apart, and it's not easy to live that life because of our generation, because of the times in which we find ourselves. And I just want to talk and probably encourage somebody. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I just want to encourage somebody. I want to recount some things that have happened to me. I know I've shared a couple of my life experiences on this channel, I've talked about my first boyfriend that kidnapped me. I've talked about how I disobeyed God when He asked me to move from my first place and I didn't, and then I got like a whole lot of attacks and all of that. Then I've gone ahead to talk about how I was stuck in masturbation and pornography for over 10 years and how He wonderfully just delivered me from it. And I've been through a lot. Certain things we just don't come and talk about it here, but I remember there was a time I was having problems with my academics right before I entered the university. I didn't get admission because my grades were so bad. And within that period, I suffered as a young lady. Like, I was having problems with my dad. My dad and I were not talking. We used to argue every single day. It had reached the point where looking at him was just a bore and a burden to me. Like, serving him was just a burden to me. Right now, I don't even remember the full details of our relationship then, and I remember each day my mom would have to advise me, and there were times like suicidal thoughts entered my mind. I just was like, yeah, I'm going to commit suicide. And funny enough, the day I decided to commit suicide, that very day God decided to step into the situation, and I received a prophetic word that turned my life around. That's almost about 4 to 5 years ago, and I'm still walking in the fruit of the prophetic word I received. And some way, somehow, God managed to turn everything around. I got admission. Someone would say, oh, this is not a spiritual issue, it's just normal, you didn't perform and what. Apart from the fact that I didn't perform, after I rewrote the exams, my grades vanished from the page, the website. Today, my maths will appear, science is not there. Tomorrow, science will appear, social studies is not there. That's literally what happened to me. And there's a whole lot of things, right? But this is just what I remember from like the normal things that happened. And I know there were times I used to cry myself to sleep, and I just don't want anybody to know I'm crying. So I try to cover myself and not let anybody hear I'm crying. And when they call me, I pretend, oh, I'm okay. But inside, God knows I'm broken. And I used to ask God questions. Lord, why? Why am I going through this? You said you've called me. You said this. And I just was like, no, I'm giving up. Like, I don't know what's the essence of working with you. Even from university, when I got admission eventually, level 100, the persecution, the attacks, what did they not say about me? From, like, if you're at Central University and you know me very well, they say a lot of things. They used to say, they are saying, and they'll continue to say. And some of them, when you hear them, it's very heart-wrenching, especially if they are from people that, if for nothing at all, know about your life. Like, they've worked with you, so you expect them to like know you or understand you better. But they're the ones like spreading all those rumors and things about you. I mean, it can be very painful and it can be very hurtful. But I'm 22 years. My name is still precious, and my life is way better than it has ever been. Don't help me to that. My life is way better than it has ever been. I mean, all the trials, all the attacks, all the sicknesses, all the near-death experiences, asthma, heart problem, and all of that. Look at me today. I'm preaching the word of God. I mean, if someone had told me that all those experiences I was going through was going to bring out this faith in me, was going to do this thing that God is doing with me, I would have never believed it. Because like then when I was going through it, it was so difficult, and it seemed as though after one attack you're going to another attack. My life is not perfect now. I'm telling you what I've been through, and you are seeing where I am now. Tomorrow I'll talk about what I was going through today that I filmed this video, right? But I think the message I just want to get out there is do not give up at all, because just don't give up. You never know. The saddest thing about trials in the work with God is that you never know when your trial is going to be over. You never know when the test is going to be over. You never know when God is going to reward you. I know people like go through trials for 30 days. Okay, let's say 1 month. So let's say they go through trials for 30 days. According to the plan and the will of God, you're supposed to go through that trial for 31 days. But on the 30th day, you're just like, no, I can't do this again. I give up. And then they fall on the ground and they just give up and throw in the towel. And the next day was the day they were going to receive deliverance. Who knows when God is going to show up in your case? I know people watch me. I see the messages, I see the mails, and I know some of you are going through serious problems. And look at the problems I went through is what has brought me here. The things I went through is what I'm using to speak to you and to give you life. When I was going through them, I didn't know it was going to yield fruits in my life later. But look at me today, young girl, walking in the will of God, receiving the love of God. I mean, who thought I would receive the love of God? At the point, even though I knew from birth that I've been called by God, there was a time where I was like, no, God has departed and He has gotten somebody to replace Him, because the things I was stuck in, I could go to church and the lust in my mind and in my spirit, like everything, I was looking at everything through the eyes of the devil, through lustful eyes. I couldn't even receive the word of God. And when I'm done with church, I just go back and I enter into the sinning with pleasure. It wasn't like the devil was dragging me. And as much as he was doing some of the dragging, like I willingly entered it. And I just concluded that no, God can't use me for anything. Can any good thing come out of Nazareth? Isn't that what they asked about Jesus? But look at how God glorified Himself through Jesus. And I mean, I knew God would use me, but honestly speaking, at a point I just was like, no, this man has given up on me, because if I was God by that time, of course I would have given up on my own self. I thank God that I'm not God, and I thank God that my family members are not God. I thank God that you yourself are not God, and I thank God that I'm also not God, because I don't know where we would all have been if we were God. And I mean, isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful to feel the love of God? I wake up and now, almost every time I wake up, I'm just in tears. First, I used to wake up and I'm so burdened with a lot of things and thinking, but now I wake up and I'm in tears. And when I wake up, the first thing I think of is the love of God, because I feel so surrounded by the love of God. I've become so surrounded by the love of God that I've come to the conclusion that the love of God is a person. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like, because I feel the love of God. I don't feel it in my heart, in my mind. I feel it around me. It's almost like a shield around me, like a blanket thrown on me in a cold night. I'm getting poetic, but that's how I feel, and I'm just so grateful to God. I don't want you to give up. Who knows when your trial would end? Who knows when your test would end? Who knows what fruit is going to yield from you? I mean, I've worked with God for just a short while, but I've seen His hand at work. I've seen Him do great and marvelous things. And there's a thing about God's love. Once you encounter the love of God, it just so fills you. It's almost as if there's no space for any other thing, and it compensates you. Like if it fills you, there's no need in your body, there's no need in your spirit, there's nothing lacking. You don't lack anything, because the love of God has this way. It encompasses you and makes you feel so complete and so whole, where you would not really need another person to complete you. I mean, sometimes I wake up and I feel so loved by God. When I step out of my house and somebody even is annoyed or somebody treats me in a way I think they shouldn't, I can't react, because I feel like, I am loved by the most important person. Like, people don't like me, and that's common knowledge. The most important thing is God loves me. I hope my sisters see this. My sisters always they try to joke around and tell my mom that, oh, she loves my brother more than us, and she loves after him she loves me, and I'm so not bothered about whether my mother loves me or not. In as much as I love her, I don't care if she loves me. She would watch this video and she knows this, because I've said it to her. I appreciate the love she gives to me. I thank God for her life. But if today she decides she's not going to love me, it won't change. It won't affect me, because I feel so complete. There's no space. No one can take anything. The love of God has so completed and so filled me. I'm not looking for validation and love from anybody. I'm walking in an overflow of love, where if I meet someone that's even annoyed with me, I can't feel their anger. I genuinely can't feel it, because the most important person in my life loves me. God loves me. The creator of the universe loves me. The one who gives somebody knowledge and wisdom to create a building like this loves me. Of all the billions of people in the world, he decided to look at Precious. He decided to pick somebody from far away Africa, West Africa to be precise, Ghana to be precise, Ashanti region, Konongo to be precise, and he chose me. I mean, that's so wonderful. That's so mind blowing, and I'm so filled with the love of God. I don't know how to describe this. I think you've reached where you are supposed to reach, or you are beginning to walk in your purpose when you come to the understanding of how much God loves you, and when His love is everything for you, like His love is enough for you, you don't desire anybody to love you. I think at that point we begin to realize who we can be in Christ. We begin to realize who we are and who we can be in Christ. This may seem so dramatic to some of you because you've not experienced the love of God, or you are running away from the love of God, just like I was running away for over, I don't know, 15 to 20 years. But just give God a chance. The way you give men chances, the way you're like, nah, I'm not going to be with this guy, and then something happens and you're like, well, let me give another guy a second chance. Just give God just one chance. I tell you, He's going to blow your mind in ways you never thought existed. I just want to sing, I'll sing 2 songs before I end this video. But before that, the last thing that I know for sure the Holy Spirit wants me to talk about is, most of you see the glory of this thing. You see me like come on here and, I don't know, do what God tells me to do, and it may seem so nice to you, and oh, you wish your work with God was this okay, but you see there are things behind the scenes. I cannot even talk about this, but there are a lot of things behind the scenes, a lot of time, effort, deliverance, crying, brokenness has gone into this, and I know most of you never really understand till you start to pass through it yourself. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll post the other part of the video in the course of the week, probably in about 2 to 3 days. But what I like to emphasize is that whatever stage you are at, whatever phase you are at in your walk with God is normal. You are not the only person going through that stage. Everyone you see that you look up to, everyone that you see that you'd like to be like, has passed through a similar stage or the same stage. You cannot jump it, and don't give up, because you never know when God is going to come through for you. Probably it's tomorrow, probably it's today, probably it's as you're watching this video, and whatever it is, believers are praying with you. I'm praying with you, and you'll be fine by God's grace. Thank you very much, and have a blessed day. Have a beautiful week, and stay true to yourself and to the call of God upon your life.